I can't believe I'm doing this. Welcome to my first YouTube video. I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me some questions and I'm really excited to answer them so we can get to know each other. I don't know why I'm so nervous. Let's start with the questions. How old am I? I am 21 years old. My birthday is in February, specifically February 20th. I'm an 03 baby, a Pisces. My moon sign is Libra, so I'm a very emotional gal, that's for sure. Am I Peruvian? Sí, soy peruana. Both of my parents were born and raised in Peru. They both moved here in their 20s. I was born in Miami. My first language was Spanish, and then I learned English in preschool and in school. Somebody asked, do you go to university? If so, what is your major? Yes, I go to the University of Florida. For some reason, I tend to really learn better online than I am to go in a classroom and get a lecture from a professor. So that's why I chose the online program. My current major is advertising with a concentration in persuasive messaging with a minor in public relations. I was supposed to graduate in 2025. But I believe now, because I had a whole major change, I originally was a marketing major and then I transitioned onto advertising and then I added a minor. So it sent me back a few semesters, so I believe I'll be graduating 2026 spring. I really don't know. I don't know. I need to figure all of that out. Just the second I graduated from high school, I always knew that I wanted to do social media and marketing. What is my style? Listen, I'm all over the place, but I've been finding myself recently going back to my street style roots. I don't even know how to describe my style because I dress myself in so many different ways. I'd say my style is street style, but girly at moments. I don't know. I'm figuring that out. What is the best thing about your job? I got this question a lot of people asking me like what my job is, what do I do for a living. So I am a small business owner. I'm an entrepreneur. I started my business senior year during COVID. It's a small business that advocates for sustainability. I do reworks, upcycle, specifically for college football in America. That's kind of how I've been making my income for the past 3 years. I do want to do like a whole rebrand, so that's kind of what I'm doing right now during this break. That is what I do for a living. Plus content creation. What is my dream collab? My dream collab, honestly, if we're shooting for the stars, and honestly has no correlation with what I do, would be Eminem. I love Eminem's so freaking much. I don't even know if they even do collabs, but that's definitely a dream collab I have. And having a collaboration with Tommy Hilfiger. Any sort of partnership, ambassadorship, I would literally, my life would be complete. I'd retire. I don't know from what, but I'd retire. What is my dream job? My dream job is to be a successful entrepreneur, a successful businesswoman. Then I'm also conflicted because I love motorsports and I want to have a career within motorsports. I can do both at the same time. I just like doing a lot of stuff at the same time. It's bad. At this point in my life, I'm very confused. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just as confused as you are. Which is also good why I'm making this YouTube channel, because I want to take you guys on my journey. I'm getting really close to graduation for my bachelor's degree. So yeah, even talking about it gets me really nervous. My sister asked me this, she said, are you ready to be a tia? Yes, I am. My sister's having a little baby girl named Valentina and her baby shower is literally in 2 weeks. I am planning the whole thing. I'm doing the decorations. I've set everything up and I'm probably gonna vlog the whole baby shower because it's just gonna be so pretty and so magical. She's coming February, same birthday month as me. Now moving on to the motorsports related questions, which is what you guys probably want to hear about. How did I get into motorsports? I got myself into motorsports when Miami did their first Grand Prix here. I remember seeing all my friends on Snapchat posting pictures that they're at some race. I'm like, why is everyone going to this race? It's literally here in the Hard Rock. I told my boyfriend, I was like, why don't we go and like see what it's all about? We ended up getting tickets for qualifying and the rest was history. I was absolutely obsessed with the sport and then it just kept on growing and growing and growing. And specifically, that's when I started watching Formula One. Since when did you start making content about Formula One? I started making content end of February, March. I remember one of my first videos I posted was my reaction towards Lewis Hamilton joining Ferrari. I've always loved content creation. I have another TikTok that's like more of my small business and like my sewing and fashion side of my personality. So it was always something I've been very familiar with and very passionate about. So I was like, okay, might as well try Formula One content and see how it goes. And we are now here. The reason why I started my motorsports content was because this is a story that I haven't told anyone, and honestly I forgot about it until I remembered magically out of the nowhere and I was like, oh, Okay, that makes sense. The story and the origin of how I got into content creation, besides like the day I decided to post about Lewis Hamilton, was I knew I wanted to work in the motorsports industry. I just didn't know how. F1 Miami has this internship program where I believe it takes place from February all the way to the beginning of June. You prep for the Miami Grand Prix, you also work in the Miami Open, and I believe you get some opportunities with like the Dolphins. I made it all the way into the last rounds of the interviews. It was over 800 applicants and I made it to the last round, which is pretty impressive. But I didn't make the final cut, guys. I didn't make the final cut. I was pretty upset about it. Is this God telling me something? Maybe I should just stick to my fashion. And then I was like, you know what? If they don't want to put me in the internship, I'm just gonna do the content myself, because I specifically applied for the social media role in the internship because they have a bunch of different departments that you can join. So yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take it into my own hands. I'm gonna do my own content. Everything happens for a reason. If I got accepted to that internship program, I probably would have never started my social media accounts, my motorsports journey. What was the very first race I saw? The very first race I saw was the Miami Grand Prix. I live 20 minutes away from the track. It's literally right here. What is my favorite Grand Prix? My favorite Grand Prix would be the Belgian Grand Prix or the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. What is my dream car? Dream car would be a G-Wagon. I want one so badly. And then my sports dream car would be a GT3 RS in pink. In pink, specifically. Can you do videos of your sim racing progress? Editing wise, they're pretty simple. Yes, I'm currently practicing the M2CS and it's pretty frustrating. One thing iRacing will do is humble you the hell up, and that's what it's been doing to me. If money weren't a factor, what is one Grand Prix you'd go all out for? I would go to Spa. That's my dream freaking race. Okay guys? That and Le Mans. What is the most exciting moment you've experienced watching an F1 race? The most exciting moment I've experienced was when I was sitting in the Photosol section in the Mexican Grand Prix, and I had no clue drivers will be parking up their cars in front of my section, and my favorite driver won that day, Carlos Sainz. It was the best day of my life. The best day. What is your favorite month or season? My favorite month is February, of course. I just think it's such a pretty month. I don't know why. Probably because it's my birthday and Valentine's Day. And my favorite season, kind of ironic because I hate the heat. I hate it. I say winter is my favorite, but winter in Florida. What car, not Formula 1, would you drive around Spa? I would drive the 499P, the Ferrari hypercar. I actually did it in iRacing and it was so fun. Where is your dream place to live? I love South Florida so much, so I don't see myself moving. If I had to choose, it would be New York City because that's always been a dream place of mine since I was a little girl. Or Switzerland. I really like Switzerland. What was your favorite race in the 2024 season? Definitely Silverstone and Brazil. What is your favorite movie/TV series? Currently, my favorite TV show is Cobra Kai. I absolutely love that show. I'm rewatching it again because I'm too impatient to wait all the way until February for the third part of the season finale. And then my favorite movie would have to be Footloose, but the one with Julianne Hough. Something I didn't expect about being a content creator. Okay, I definitely didn't expect the people I've met, opportunities I've gotten. It's just been a wild ride and it hasn't even been a year yet. Do you have any tips for content creation on Formula 1? I have so many tips that I want to tell you guys and how to start your content creation journey. One thing I will say is start posting consistently. Jot down any video ideas you have or post them exactly when you think about them. Completely start from scratch. Get a new account. I'll probably make a whole video on how I became a content creator and my journey and tips and tricks on how to start your journey. Definitely will be one of my next videos. I also got a question on my top 5 movies. Number 1, Footloose. Definitely have Tron in there somewhere. Tokyo Drift, Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, such a good movie, Avatar, and the 5th and last movie, Mufasa, The Lion King, such a good movie. That is officially my first YouTube video, which I find so crazy. My 12-year-old self would probably be screaming. And thank you guys so much for asking all the questions. I love every single one of you guys. I'm so appreciative. I hope that you guys learned a little bit more about me. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. Bye!